Next we will see how the complex number can be expressed in polar form. So polar form of complex numbers. Now consider the complex number z, and that is equal to, suppose, x plus iy. That x plus iy can also be written as the point xy. Okay, so this corresponds to the point in the plane, and suppose that point is P. Okay, so this point P that represent a complex number z. And what are the coordinates of the point P? The coordinates of the point P are x and y. Suppose this is the point P having coordinates x, y, and join the point O to the point P. Then this OP that is mod of z, absolute value of z. Okay, and suppose this line makes an angle theta. This is theta. So this line OP makes an angle theta with the positive x-axis. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, and this point has the coordinates xy, means this distance is x and this distance is y. Suppose this length OP, that is modulus of z, that is denoted by r. That means distance OP is r. Okay, then this length is r. If you complete this triangle O, and suppose this point is A having coordinate x, so OAP, this triangle, if we consider this triangle, okay, from that triangle we have x is equal to r cos theta and y equals to r sin theta, because if you find cos theta, this is the right angle triangle joining this P, or taking the perpendicular from P on the x-axis here, then O, and suppose this point is A, OAP, this is right angle triangle, and this OP is the hypotenuse. So then we have cos theta, that is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse. That means x upon r, that is cos theta. So x is equal to r cos theta, and similarly sin theta, that is opposite, means this line opposite, so this line is y. Okay, so y upon hypotenuse r, so y by r, that is equal to sin theta, means y is equal to r sin theta. So we have x equals to r cos theta, y equals to r sin theta, and r is equal to, if you square these two equations and then take the sum, so x square plus y square, that is equal to r square cos square theta plus r square sin square theta. Taking r square common, we have x square plus y square, that is equal to r square into cos square theta plus sin square theta. But cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1, and so we have r square equals to x square plus y square, and therefore r is equal to, actually r equals to plus minus square root of x square plus y square, but r is the distance, and distance is never negative, and therefore the positive square root is taken here, so r is equal to square root of x square plus y square. And from these two equations we have if we take r sin theta upon r cos theta, that is equal to y upon x. R gets cancelled and we get sin theta by cos theta, that is tan theta is equal to y by x, and therefore theta is equal to tan inverse of y by x. Okay, these r and theta, r means this distance and theta, that is this angle, these are called the polar coordinates. These are called the polar coordinates of this point P. But the point P represents a complex number z. Point P represents a complex number z. Okay. That is x plus iy. So x and y, whenever we write x and y in terms of r and theta, that means x equal to r cos theta, y equals to r sin theta, then this z becomes x. X means r cos theta plus I into y. Y means r sin theta. So taking r common, we have z is equal to r into cos theta plus I sin theta. The distance r is called the modulus or absolute value of z is equal to x plus iy, and it is denoted by mod z, or symbolically this mod z. Therefore mod z, but what is that value? R, and it is equal to square root of x square plus y square. What is that square root of x square plus y square? That is mod of x plus iy. So mod of x plus iy, or mod z, or r, or square root of x square plus y square. So this r, which is equal to square root of x square plus y square, is called the modulus of z, where z is x plus iy. So mod of x plus iy is square root of x square plus y square, and that is equal to r. An angle theta that is equal to tan inverse of y by x, that is called as the amplitude or argument of z is equal to x plus iy, and in short it is denoted by amp z or arg z. Sometimes this amp can be start by capital A, or you similarly argument of z, for argument of z you can write capital A here in place of small a. Okay, so in this way you can write amplitude of z or argument of z. Now z is equal to x plus iy takes the form z is equal to x plus iy, but what is x? That x is r cos theta and y is r sin theta. Taking r common, cos theta and this plus I into sin theta. So the complex number z is expressed in terms of r and theta, where r and theta are called as the polar coordinates, in the form r into cos theta plus I sin theta. This is very important form of a complex number. So that form is called as the polar form of the complex number, and these r and theta, they are called as polar coordinates. It is sometimes convenient to write the abbreviation for cos theta plus I sin theta as cis theta. Cis stands for cos plus I sin. C for cos, this cos, and plus I, so this I, and S for sin. Okay, so this cos theta plus I sin theta can be written in short as cis theta. Again, from 1 and 2, see this 1 that is x equal to r cos theta, y equals to r sin theta, and the second equation, that is r equals to under root x square plus y square, theta equals to tan inverse of y by x. From these two we have cos theta is equal to x by r equals to x, and r is under root x square plus y square. Sin theta, that is y by r, and it is equal to y upon this y upon r. R means square root of x square plus y square. Now, since z is equal to x plus iy is a non-zero complex number, if this x plus iy is non-zero, अब non-zero complex number, जीरो कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर क्या है? रियल और इमेजिनरी दोनों पार्ट अगर जीरो होते हैं तो वो कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर जीरो कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर है. ये अगर नॉन जीरो कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर है, मतलब कम से कम एक पार्ट आइदर रियल और इमेजिनरी, सो एटलीस्ट वन ऑफ दिस एक्स एंड वाई इज डिफरेंट फ्रॉम जीरो. कोई एक तो भी पार्ट जीरो नहीं होना चाहिए. Now whatever be the value of x and y, it is always possible to find a value of theta satisfying both the equations. Cos theta equals to x by r equals to this and this. Okay. So it is always possible to find the value of theta satisfying these two equations. Cos theta equals to x by r and sin theta equals to y by r. Similarly, for any complex number z which is not equal to 0, there corresponds only one value of theta lying between 0 to 2 pi. So that is very clear from this diagram. You can take the point or any complex number. complex number कहाँ हो सकता है? Either in first quadrant or in second quadrant or in third quadrant or in fourth quadrant. So this theta, that theta vary from, if the point is on the x-axis, theta is 0, and if the complex number is represented by the point and that point is on this y-axis, then theta is pi by 2. Okay, because this theta is measured from positive direction of x-axis to the line joining the complex number and the origin. Okay, so if the complex number is represented by the point and that point is on the y-axis, then this theta, that is theta is pi by 2. If the complex number is in second quadrant, then theta will be greater than pi by 2, and if that is on this x-axis, negative direction of x-axis, then that theta is pi. Okay, so that theta vary from 0 to 2 pi. Okay, one complete rotation, 0 to 2 pi. Theta vary from 0 to 2 pi. Sometimes we take theta as 0 to pi and here from 0 to minus pi. Okay, or minus pi 2. That theta, if measured in clockwise direction, then that vary from 0 to minus pi. Okay, so theta can be taken in the interval minus pi to pi or 0 to 2 pi. Okay, so for any complex number z not equal to 0, there corresponds only one value of theta lying between 0 to 2 pi. However, any other interval of length 2 pi, actually here there should be 2 pi, any other interval of length 2 pi, for example minus pi to pi, this is again the interval of length 2 pi. इस इंटरवल का लेंथ क्या है? 2 pi, because this 2 pi minus 0, that is 2 pi, pi minus pi, that is also 2 pi. So this is also the interval of length 2 pi. Okay, so such interval can also be used for the value of theta. So the value of theta lies between 0 to 2 pi, or one can take the value of theta from minus pi to pi. The value of theta lies in the interval minus pi to pi is called the principal value of the argument. Now this theta is the argument. Okay, so its value, the value of this theta lying between minus pi to pi, that is called as the principal argument. And this range minus pi to pi is called as the principal range. Okay, therefore argument of z lies between minus pi to pi. So minus pi is less or equal to theta. Theta means argument of z less or equal to this pi. Now the general value of argument is given by 2n pi plus alpha. Now what is alpha? This alpha is the principal value of the argument. This is the principal value of the argument, and this value lying between minus pi to pi. If you add 2n pi in that, that is called the general value of the argument. Now it should be carefully noted that while expressing a complex number z equals to x plus iy, now to express the given complex number in polar form, the polar form means in the form of r and theta, means we require r and theta. So r can be obtained from the formula under root x square plus y square, that is r. Okay, so what is the polar form of the complex number z? If that complex number z is x plus iy, then polar form is r into cos theta plus I sin theta. Okay, you have to substitute the values of r and theta there, and r can be obtained from the formula under root x square plus y square. Already we are having the values of x and y, so we can find r, which is equal to square root of x square plus y square. But how to find theta? Take the value of theta which satisfy both the equations, x equal to r cos theta, y equals to r sin theta. इन दोनों इक्वेशंस को सेटिस्फाई करने वाली थीटा की वैल्यू आपको फाइंड करना है. We will see how the theta and r are to be obtained in the examples later on. Now some important properties of the argument. Argument of z, that is equal to negative of argument of z bar. Now what is z bar? The conjugate of z. Now if this p point represent the complex number z, then you have to take the mirror image of this point, means that point will be here in the fourth quadrant here. Okay, and the line joining that point will be like this here. Okay, now what is this angle? Angle will be here in the fourth quadrant, and therefore it is negative of this angle theta. So argument of that z bar will be the point which will be located here, okay, in the fourth quadrant. So argument of z bar, that is negative of this angle theta, means minus theta. Okay, so theta is what? That is the argument of z, and argument of z bar is minus theta. So if you take the negative of the argument of z bar, that is negative of theta, that is theta, means argument of z, and that's why we have argument of z is equal to negative of argument of z bar. Then argument of z1 into z2, that is argument of z1 plus argument of z2, argument of z1 into z2 bar, that is argument of z1 minus argument of z2. Argument of z1 by z2, it is argument of z1 minus argument of z2. We will discuss these properties later on. Now there are some polar forms which are frequently used. 1. How to write 1 in the polar form? You know, every real number can be expressed in the form of a complex number. So this 1 can be written as 1 plus 0i, okay, or I into 0, 1 plus I into 0. So 1 plus I into 0, 1 means x and 0 means y. But x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. So r cos theta is equal to 1 and r sin theta is equal to 0. Solving those equations, we will find r is equal to 1 and theta is equal to 0. And therefore, this 1 can be written as r into cos theta plus I sin theta. But r is 1, theta is 0. So it is 1 into cos 0 plus I sin 0, that is cos 0 plus I sin 0. Okay. Now cos 0 is 1, 1 plus I into 0, that is 1. Okay. Similarly, minus 1 is cos pi plus I sin pi. Sin pi is 0. So 0 into I, that is 0. And cos pi is minus 1. So we have this minus 1. Then next, cos pi by 2, that is 0. Sin pi by 2 is 1. So 0 plus I into 1, that is I. Next is cos pi by 2, that is 0, minus I into sin pi by 2. Sin pi by 2 is 1. So minus I into 1, that is minus I. So this minus I. Now this cos pi by 2, that can be written as cos minus pi by 2, because cos minus theta, that is same as cos theta. So this cos minus theta, that is cos theta. And this minus sin theta, suppose this is theta, so minus sin theta, that is sin minus theta. Okay. So either you can write this minus I as cos pi by 2 minus I sin pi by 2, or cos minus pi by 2 plus I sin minus pi by 2. So 1, minus 1, I and minus I. These numbers can be written in the polar form in this way.